I'm Mohammed, and this is my wife Latricia. So when we bought this property, and we did actually this interiors everything online. It's virtually done actually. We stay in Singapore, and because of this restrictions, COVID restrictions, we were not able to travel for 3 years.
We decided to buy a property in Prestige Song of South because we already have a property the adjacent building as Mahavir. So we thought, okay, this Prestige Song of South will be very closer for us to manage both the properties. We know the area, we don't have to look into it. And our journey started in terms of where to go do the interiors. So lockdown was good there. Everything that we had to do it online. And as both of us working in Singapore and with the different time zones, when we check out for the interior designers, multiple people are available. But still, I would say we decided on RAV based on our experience in a first conversation. Staying in a different country and getting work done in India is very, very tedious for us. RAV, actually, before coming to RAV, for our interior designer, we had given it to a previous house interior person. We liked the work, how he did, and the duration that he took. So it was going good. So that is what was the thought, and we thought we will go with the previous person. But to our bad luck, he did not do it well. Abruptly, he stopped. He disconnected our communication. Staying in a different country and getting work done in India is very, very tedious for us. So there were so many days I had sleepless nights. House was in a mess. So I was just browsing in Facebook where I got to know about RAV Interiors, which was one of the ad which I saw in Prestige. So I asked my husband, can you get in touch with RAV? So we took the number from Facebook only. Facebook. Then we tried calling. When we tried calling, first time we couldn't reach because it was late night and there was a time difference between Singapore and India. So the next day when he followed up, he got in touch with one of the client. So from there, our journey started. I would say the very first conversation was something positive for us. The reason being, it's not only RAV I got in touch with, because I know the house is in a mess, half work done, and it was completely something like, we don't know. Whichever friends we consulted with, they said, so you people cannot continue the work because when you're staying in a remote country and trying to do it, no interior designer you can believe on. But I was not happy about leaving the house like that. So I was in a hurry to get it done. So when these things was a discussion, I would say this actually disturbed our family life as well. The way the previous person had left and gone. So based on my push, my husband called RAV. After calling RAV, along with RAV, there was other interior designer, one of the leading interior designers in Bangalore also we got in touch with. What is the difference between RAV and the previous person, one of the leading designers I would say is, they said, we will completely bring down what the previous person has done. But we have already invested some amount there. And I was not okay with that. So bringing completely new units which is not used till date and then redoing it, spending the amount twice, and that is not my budget as well. So we were not happy, but the quote was fine. Then when we went with RAV, the first positive point was, yes, we will go ahead and we'll take your unfinished work, but we would request you even to give the new work to us. And anyhow, we also wanted to finish the complete house. So
the problem what happened here was actually, I would like to add one statement here. Because my house was in a mess condition. Previous interior person, he has created such a mess that when I received the photo, right, it was dirt was touching to the ceiling actually. That's the way he kept it dirt. And I was also ashamed to tell any interior person.
We were introduced to Muniraj also was a site in charge, and he had to literally have a tough time with me, explaining to me what is the difficulty will be there. Then in terms of buying also, I would say RAV was very good for me.
Because we were not here, we are from Singapore. So whenever we are ordering, we need an address who can receive it.
And RAV was flexible for that. So I buy, I give their address, then they will receive the product. So that way also my another challenge of buying things also got over. And certain things, it's not like everything I bought it. Even RAV also was trying to suggest me certain things which they are trying to give. So that way also they gave me many options, and where I couldn't finalize the options whatever they given, they gave me the flexibility even in terms of going and searching online and buying online. For that, I would say example is the wallpapers. There was like 15-20 catalogs sent to me, and trust me, I did not like even a single piece in that. Whatever I liked, it was not available. That also, it's not like I liked it. I just have to select something. So I like. Then I told, see, maybe I am not liking it. The wallpapers, what to do? Then they gave me an option, ma'am, whatever you like, you order it. You give our address, we'll buy. So that was cash on delivery. So for me, it was like even more easier for me. So I started browsing. Then I liked it. Then I send it to them saying that this is what I like it. Then they try to procure. Where they are not able to procure, then I get in touch with that person. Then I order it. And it was very smooth for me because I am buying things what I like. And they are okay to be flexible on that. So wallpapers, I would say 3 types of wallpapers I would put. For all the 3, there was nowhere that I saw any issues from RAV saying that, okay, this is the vendor that we are giving. And what they say is, if you don't like it, don't worry. You don't have to be compromising on things. We will go ahead and we will give you more options. So wallpapers was like going on like that. And about kitchen, kitchen wise, it was like the previous person had done it halfway through.
Our measurements were wrong.
Yeah.
Your measurements were wrong.
That was really.
Appliances were, if we take the dimensions, it was not at all fitting. That is the level we gave to RAV. From there, they got the kitchen to this level.
I wanted a tall unit which has got a microwave and oven, as well as I wanted a dishwasher. These 3 things I never wanted to compromise it. So the requirement for me has never changed from day one. So when I gave this design to the previous person, he gave me some designs. But when I called Bosch to find out whether the measurements were right, that's when he told, no ma'am, none of the measurements were correct. So the same thing when we told to RAV, again one more time they called Bosch person and they found what is the issue in that and they rectified it. And you will not believe, yesterday there was one family who came, they said, you exactly got the Singapore kitchen here in India and it looks like all ready-made. It is not like manually done. That's the kind of feedback that I get from people who come in. And that is the reason all the appliances, though we don't stay here, we wanted to get it done. Initially, that was not a decision that we will buy now. We thought whenever we are moving back to India, that time we will buy a latest model. But based on previous person going with the mess, then we were forced to do things. But RAV was very cooperative. In terms of installation also, I still remember we came to India. After that only actually the installation happened. So we were running short of time. Which is a short span that we have come. So Muniraj is trying to arrange it. Then I told Muniraj, no Muniraj, it has to happen today only. So he keeps telling me, ma'am, when you say it's today only, it cannot happen. There are so many things to happen. We need to arrange for it. But you will not believe, on the same day he found a person and he got it installed for me. It's not that I am using it. It's just that I wanted to see the complete product because my relatives and friends were coming in and I never wanted to show something which is not completely done. So that way also they were very flexible. Coming again to the MBR now, I would say the TV unit, I had a TV unit, I was looking to refurbish it. That is when again Vinay pitched in saying, ma'am, you have done everything very nicely. So why this TV unit? We will do a new unit only. So when he said that, for me it's like when anything new comes, I'm very happy. The old one should go away. So I said, yes, we'll go with the new one only. And designs also I selected and they did it. They did it up to 7 feet height. So the 7 feet height, when I was looking at the photos that they shared to me, the thought came to me saying that if it is not incomplete, I felt there is one triplet there on the ceiling. So if this unit goes to the ceiling, I felt it will look nice. That was also looking nice. I wouldn't say incomplete. That looked nice is what is my opinion. So I told Vinay, can this go to the ceiling? for me, it is just like I throw a stone and see. If I get it, I get it. So if it is challenging, then I would have accepted whatever they had done. No worries, ma'am, we can do it, no problem. The next day, I see they've already taken it to the ceiling and it was looking very nice. And I get an extra space of a wardrobe where I can keep my things. And TV unit is very nice. So in that way, I would say the entire house.
And the rafters was customized for us actually,
Yes.
as per our requirement. We wanted that black laminate, black shining laminate. So there is no rafter available with that laminate. So Vinay told, no problem, sir. We will go ahead and we'll customize the rafter and we will have this laminate for you. So that's the way that rafter came out.
That is one. And now when you all see this, every person who comes and sees my house, everything is like somewhere or other people would have seen. But my CBR wardrobe, I don't think this concept is there. Photo wardrobes are there, concept is there, Aristo wardrobe with photos. But the way RAV had done it for us, I don't think many would have done it. So I had this thought, a big portrait photo should be there. Then I initially was thinking the living room, the long wall, I'll make that wallpaper as my photo. I had this in my mind. So we went for our 10th anniversary photo shoot and we got nice photos done. So we shared these photos to RAV again. So in that call, I remember Vinay was there, Muniraj was there, and Ajay also was there. So we shared the photo. They said, yes, we can get it done, ma'am. We can get this photo onto the Aristo wardrobe. So it looked nice. So it was already decided and photos also shared. But later, a thought came in my mind. What if there is a situation comes that I have to rent this house and rather than staying here? So keeping a wardrobe with photo and renting it out will not be working it. So we both discussed what to do. So that was a Sunday night, 11 o'clock in Singapore time. We went to one of my friend's place and we were coming back. And on the way, just in front of a condo, we called Vinay. I still remember the place also where we were standing. And when we called Vinay, to Vinay, I was explaining, Vinay, the thought is we don't know how it will be. And I don't know how my families will accept if I put a big photo there. So instead of going for a photo there on the wardrobe, can we go something with the graphics, like a graphics on it, and I can share some pictures, something similar to that we can do it. That is when Vinay said, no ma'am, don't compromise just for people. People will speak always. But this you do it, it will be the best in your house. And today also everyone says that. That photo, and you look at it, some people even ask me this, yours is a duplex or what? I see someone climbing like that. It takes a minute for them to understand, no, that is a photo. My sister, first time she saw that and she asked me, why you put such a big portrait photo? Then where is the wardrobe? I said, open this door, that's when you'll see the wardrobe. So that is how it was actually all done. So I would say from the moment you enter into the house, even the bathrooms, I would say, everything, I would say, whatever I wanted, RAV delivered. And in all these things, I've taken Vinay's name frequently and Muniraj's names frequently. But there is one person who's always in the office, Kishore. Any problem, I am not able to convince Muniraj and I am not able to reach Vinay. The next resort is only Kishore for me. I call Kishore. Kishore is the person who will say, no worries ma'am, I made a note and he will make a note of it and he will somehow deliver for me. So, and the team that I worked with, at one level it became for me, it's like I speak to my cousins kind of. Like Muniraj is something like, he's my family only, he's not outsider. And when I speak to Kishore and all, it's like I remember my cousin brothers and not how I speak to them.
Even with carpenters, electricians, whoever has come, right, they are very, very friendly. Which by nature they are like that. Even the way we are interacting with them, no, they are very free with us. Right. So it's a good team actually.
And so for me, it's like I never say that it is RAV individual. Like and till date, though I have not seen Vinay. This house coming like this, Vinay plays a major role. And execution wise, Muniraj plays a major role. And to buying all the things, whatever I wanted, it is Kishore plays a major role. These three people I will never forget. And my family people, whoever visited, everyone knows all these three names. because I would have taken these names multiple times to everyone. And on top of that, the day that we came in, I don't know previously how it was. The day we came in, we were setting up the things, unpacking whatever was there and doing it. I saw in my balcony many people standing and seeing my house as if some show is happening. Then I was not aware about the society, how it is. For me, it's just the day one of my landing in India. Then I actually had 8 families coming and visiting my apartment. And everyone, what they said is, I still remember one comment one auntie told me. She told her, your house looks like a heroine's house. This is what she told. So, I would say, in everything, whatever I speak, whatever I do, I would say it's all God's grace. There's one word I would definitely have to say, because above everything, it was God's grace. When we bought the property also, my prayer was this: Lord, any person who enters to my house, they should testify your blessings and not I should testify about it. And till date, any person who enters the house, that is the testimony. And one more prayer I used to have, which my husband also prays regularly: whoever enters into my house should be God meant person to enter into this house, no one else. And that way, I would say, the previous interior person actually screwed up. I do agree. But that is the reason I would say I got in touch with RAV. If that person wouldn't have screwed our house, then I never would have got in touch with RAV. So it's everything is like everywhere, whatever has to happen, God meant people for me. And this afternoon also, when I was coming, I was just telling one word to my husband, saying that the moment I bought this house, I felt like things are not happening good. Whatever step I take, it is going bad, because that is a bitter experience I had. Actually, the interiors started in February 2021. Till October, the previous person was working, and not even one room was completed. Nothing was completed actually. And abruptly he stopped taking our calls. And we have already paid him money as well. So sleepless nights was there, and that is when RAV comes in. From the day RAV I started speaking, till date, I would say it has been a pleasant journey. There is not, and I also say, not even a single day they had just locked the door without doing work. Something or other work was regularly going on. They might have multiple clients, but I saw the importance that they give it to everyone. Sometimes when I call them, they say, okay, ma'am, it's quite urgent. We are attending to the other client. But I also see when I'm here, till late evening, 9:30, there are people working for us, carpenters, electricians, and even Muniraj keeps coming in, he's checking. Then that's how they complete and they finish the work and go. So it is actually a nice journey. This definitely will be a miss when we travel in another 2 days' time, that I will not be regularly talking to them, because that was my evening schedule. I go to office, during my break I will check something, then evening 6-7 o'clock when I reach home, then I will start calling one by one. Kishore, one call will go, then Muniraj will go, sometimes Vinay I will call, so that then the photo sharing, then looking at the photos, then so we will be going on asking for the updates, and they will send something, then from that updates I will pick up something, then we will, so night 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, till 3 o'clock also, there in Singapore time we used to sit and talk to them, then I go to sleep. So that I will definitely miss, that conversation, because now when I go, I don't have anything. But I feel this relationship that we have developed with RAV, this is not just of just customer and a client.
It's not like
Client. It's not like a business kind of. It's something like lifelong. I also had plans to give them a very good treat also, taking them everyone out. But it is really short of time. If things were all done, then we would have gone. So next time, definitely we will plan for a party.